Molly, nice to meet you. And Neve, thank you for being here. I wanted to start class. We have 5 minutes carved out for meditation at the beginning. And I've been very much into the works of Adrienne Marie Brown. And this is a spell from her book, Emergent Strategy. And it's an authenticity chant. And I feel like authenticity is often something that people want to embody. And it's really brief. And I thought it would be a good focus for us for the meditation. Let me not posture. Let me not front. Let me not say yes to lives I don't want. Let me not use words that don't mean a thing. Let me be fly as I am. No trying. Let me be good for my heart, not my rep. Let me be still when I can't take a step. Don't let me get too caught creating my face. Let me just love me all over the place. And from there, finding a comfortable seat. Sitting on a block. Really feeling the connection to the ground. Feeling the lightness of your shoulders, letting them relax, the spine springing up. And the collarbones, the clavicle, feeling kind of broad and strong. And initiating your meditation practice. And today, as a focal point, maybe using the clavicle, the collarbone, as the focal point, as the body focal point. This is a little bit experimental. The collarbone also protects a bundle of nerves in your chest. And when the mind wanders, which it's gonna do, redirecting your attention back there. And slowly begin to shift from a seat into Balasana, child's pose. Bringing the toes to touch, knees can be extended, they can be together, arms can be at your sides, or they can be long out in front of you, bringing forehead to the mat. You can also choose to rest either cheek onto your arms. And acknowledging the transition into your practice. And generating some gratitude for carving out this time to practice for 30 minutes and initiating your day in this way. Feeling physical sensations, the texture of your clothes, temperature of the room, the weight of your body, the compression going on from this posture. And then noticing your breath, feeling the fresh air coming in through the nostrils and exiting the cyclical process, which we can not think about at all or choose to direct our attention there. And then noticing the mind, just where it's at, dropping any expectations, no planning, no fixing, no judging, and really trying to be in this state of present
time, non-judgmental, curious, investigative awareness. And from here, we'll engage the Ujjayi breath, gentle constriction in the back of the throat. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale, AHA out of the mouth. This time, seal your lips. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. And continuing, inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. And if there's any point in class where you want to come back to child's pose and just be with your breath, you're more than welcome to at any point. And slowly begin to shift your way into a tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, crown of the head forward, tailbone back, maybe taking any free movement that the body is asking for, engaging with the dialogue of the body, knowing that there's another whole conversation going on in there. That is not what the mind is narrating. And we'll flow through flexion and extension of the spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat pose. Press the palms into the mat, round and tuck. And continuing, inhale, cow pose, tail up, chest up, gaze up. And exhale, cat pose, pressing, rounding, doming. And continuing, inhale, this is the extension. And exhale, flexion. And flow your own breath to movement, taking any additional movement the body is craving. You want to experiment with a range of motion in your hips this morning. There may be some cracks and pops. Maybe you want to experiment with your wrists or the shoulder sockets by putting and shrugging the shoulders. Sometimes just the flowing of the cat and cow is exactly what I want to say what the doctor ordered, but I feel like that's something that is something that like our parents say. So there's my cool moment for the day. Inhale to tuck under your toes. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog, sending the hips high, the heels low. Bending one knee, the other knee. And actively rooting down through your hands, especially the knuckle mounds, index finger and the thumb. Feeling the pressing of hands into the mat, the lengthening of your arms, the lengthening of your spine. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees a lot so you can feel the tailbone flaring up towards the ceiling, the activity going on in your arms. Even zeroing in on the activity going on in your ribs. And then you can slowly let the heels drift down, but keeping that lengthening sensation in your spine. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach, extend, right leg behind you. Exhale, scorpion dog. Let right hip come over a left hip. You can roll the ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Make loops in the hip, right to left. Any free movement that feels like it needs some investigating. And then inhale, come back to three-legged dog. And exhale, step it through low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. And if you have to pick up the foot to get it up there, that's okay. And from here, we're going to flow through cat-cow lunges. I've been loving the blocks for the cat-cow lunges. You can definitely tent to fingertips though. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat lunge. Rock your hips back, work towards straightening that front leg. Never has to get all the way straight, especially if you hypermobile knee joints. It actually might be better to have a bent knee to create some structure there. Feeling the belly of the hamstrings, relaxing the jaw, and continuing. Inhale, cow lunge, dip the back knee, shine your chest. And exhale, cat lunge, rocking hips back. We'll flow again. Inhale, cow lunge. And exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, let the left foot step up to meet the right foot. And from here, take a generous bend in your knees. Plant the right palm, bend the right knee a lot. And inhale, open twist towards the left. Left fingertips up towards the ceiling. You may have a micro bend in the left knee also. And switch, plant the left palm, bend the left knee a lot, maybe a micro bend in the right knee, and right fingertips up towards the ceiling, feeling the right rib spin over, the left rib spin under. And flow breath to movement twice more, both sides, moving at your own rhythm, your own pace. Planting the right palm, open twist towards the left, and switch out. Left palm plants, right fingers go up. And one more iteration of this open twist with bent knee. And then we'll meet back in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine, lengthen the vertebrae. Exhale, send your right leg back. So the left leg is forward this time. And we'll flow through cat-cow lunges on this side. Inhale, cow lunge, dip your back knee, shine your chest forward. Maybe feeling the sensation of the collarbone, the clavicle. And exhale, press back. Cat lunge, working towards straightening that front leg. More importantly, tapping into the sensation going on in the belly of your hamstring. Noticing even what's going on in the back heel. And we'll flow breath to movement. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach, extend, left leg behind. Exhale, scorpion, left hip over right hip. Notice the distribution of the weight in your hands, how it affects where your pelvis is in space. Taking any free movement the body is asking for, be it infinity loops in the hip socket, maybe on this side you are just like ready to flip your dog, whatever it is, taking the time to do it. Then we'll meet back in a three-legged dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the left foot down, coming back to downward facing dog. Connecting back to the Ujjayi breath. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale, HA out of your mouth. Seal the lips. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine, lengthen the vertebrae. Exhale, fold. And choose, actually, we'll take a moment and do ragdoll. So bring your feet, hips width distance. And we've already been in a forward fold, so there is already some familiarity in this upside down. Depending if your eyes are open or closed, it may be more apparent. And choose any hand grip that your body is asking for. So maybe you want to grasp for opposite elbows. Maybe you want to go for a shoulder expansion, interweaving the fingers, letting that fist pump up towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to return to that movement of alternate knee bending. And then releasing any chosen grip, letting the arms slide down outside of the legs, coming into ragdoll. And then from here, choose your feet for sun salutations. You can toe heel the feet to touch, or you can leave some distance to create a little more stability and groundedness in your foundation. Either way, with bent knees, unfurl the spine slowly and deliberately with intention, and come to standing. Samastiti. When you get to the top, it may feel good to roll the shoulders back a few times. And finding neutrality and sensing your center, where the body calibrates and then recalibrates, returning back to the center position. And at this point in class, I always like to leave space to set intention. And your intention
can absolutely be to be at attention and practice this awareness throughout the entirety of this practice. It also may be more of an affirmation, or it could be something that you've really been integrating into your life for a few months now. It could be, I have the strength to determine what is right in the uncertainty, or something like that. Whatever it is, just have it mean something to you. Inhale, breathe that in. And exhale, release it out, HA. You can choose to keep the eyes closed, practice pratyahara, the withdrawal of the senses, or pop the eyes open, take in your environment. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up overhead. Pause here, pressing the feet into the mat. This is going to engage the legs. You can tap into the bandhas here, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, contraction of the pelvic floor, belly button back towards your spine, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale to find length. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend, shine the sternum up, maybe let the head fall back. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, dive down, tail is out. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, top of a push-up, Dandasana, staff pose. Pause here, generating some heat. Always option to come down to knees or forearms. Really actively pressing the palms into the mat. Finding length in the vertebrae here also. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Flatten the tops of the feet to the mat. Keep the arms near your ribs. And inhale for cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Little to no weight in the hands, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, pressing the pelvis into the mat. And exhale to lower. We'll do that again. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift your head, neck, and chest. And exhale to lower. This last iteration, if you'd like to tend to fingers and have the elbows point up towards the ceiling, you're welcome to join me in this version. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift your head, neck, and chest. And exhale to lower. Bring the hands back by your chest. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, send hips high. Heels low. And come back to the Ujjayi. Inhale in through your nose. And exhale out through your nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, rise with your breath. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Broadening through the collarbones, the clavicle, feeling the sternum. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, top of push-up, Dandasana, staff pose. Pausing here. I'm going to cue us through traditional Chaturanga Vinyasa. You can try that with me and switch it up after if you'd like. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway, Chaturanga. Keeping the arms near your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing tops of feet into the mat. Legs are lifted, heart is shining up, and there's an extra emphasis on the collarbones here. So really feeling that sensation. Exhale, press back. Down dog, hips high, heels low. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. And continuing, inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, rise with your breath. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Maybe let the neck fall back if it feels safe. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold, ride the breath down. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And of course, you're always welcome to flow your version of up to down. Knees can be down, you can skip it, you can hang out in plank. This is your practice. Always trusting your body as the wisest guide. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose, awkward chair. Plug the weight into your heels, sink the weight into your hips. Arms or hands can be at heart center or they can be out in front of you. This is definitely a back bend. You can even bring your hands to the soft part of your belly or your ribs so you can feel the curvature going on in your back. Tail can be flaring. And just like Dandasana staff pose, there is a lot of heat and intensity that is being generated here. So turning towards it, knowing you are more than capable of being in this physical extreme. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Come back to it, fierce pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to find length in your spine. And exhale, prayer twist towards the right. Bring left elbow outside of right knee. Using that point of contact to leverage your twist, spinning the right ribs over, the left ribs under. Palms are pressing. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let that go. Bend your knees a lot, and we're going to take Padahastasana. If you prefer Padagustasana, you're welcome to take that one. So bringing the palms of the hands under the pads of your feet, bringing the feet hips width distance. Inhale like a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Pada meaning foot, hasta meaning hand. And recently I've been actually liking to open my eyes in this pose because it is kind of interesting being upside down. I tend to practice with my eyes open, my eyes closed. So maybe if you like to practice with your eyes open, try and shut down the eyes right now and seeing what it's like to be in the upside down. And just noticing, you can definitely drop the practice if it's not interesting. And release the hands from underneath your feet, maybe taking any wrist circles to release any tension if that feels good. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. You may want to toe heel the feet back to touch. Coming back into the squat. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to find length. Exhale, prayer twist towards the left. Right elbow outside of left knee. Using that point of contact again to leverage your twist open and feeling the left ribs spin over and the right ribs spin under. And maybe even noticing what's going on in the neck. Is there tension there? Do you want to cast your gaze up? Do you want to peek down? Inhale here. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, or flow your version of high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Go ahead and come down to your knees into a tabletop and let the hips sink off towards one side. This class just flies by. So we're going to twist and then practice shavasana. But for the twist, I thought it might be nice today to do deer pose or stag. So coming to a seat and bringing the feet a little wider actually than hips width distance. And then let your legs fall towards the right and fall towards the left. Letting them windshield wiper. Noticing the movement in the ball and socket joint that is your hips. And the next time the legs fall towards the right, let them fall all the way down. And then set up your feet and legs into 90-degree angles or thereabouts. You may have to scooch your glutes back to get this set up. We want both shins paralleling opposite sides, or I guess they would be perpendicular shins. Inhale to find length. And exhale, twist towards the right. And you can twist all the way around, maybe even peeking your gaze over your right shoulder. And then from here, I have to pull my range of motion back a little bit and folding forward. You may want to grab a block. You may choose to fold over your knee or your shin. Either way, bringing maybe the forearms down, maybe bring the forehead down. And taking a moment to slow down and to cultivate a sense of deep listening and rest, knowing that this is the 30 minutes that you have carved out of your day. And I know at the end of class, I tend to start planning. And so maybe you're not like me. Maybe there's something else that you habitually fall into, a different pattern, but you still have some time here. So trying to bring your awareness back to this moment. And then walk the hands back towards your pelvis. You can unswivel your neck, unswivel your torso, come back towards center. Windshield wiper the legs again, right to left, left to right. This time when the legs fall towards the left, let them go all the way down. Set yourself up on this side, creating perpendicular shins. I've never described it that way, but I kind of like it. Maybe creating some 90-degree angles with your knees. You may have to maneuver your feet and legs manually to get that set up. Inhale to find length. And exhale, twist all the way around towards the left. And really going up on the edge of your full range of motion. And then maybe pulling the edge back a little bit for the fold. Slowly begin to move your torso towards the ground, avoiding any household obstacles on your way down may affect where you're choosing to bring your torso towards the floor. Noticing how the breath has shifted, if the heart is still beating quickly after doing so much Utkatasana, and what it's like to experience something intense that is challenging, and then pair it with something that calms the nervous system, and how that may affect your resilience and your ability to remain calm amongst chaos. And press the palms back into the mat, walk your hands back towards your hips, unswivel the chest, unswivel all the way around, and come to laying on your back. We'll meet in a cannonball shape, Apanasana. Apana means to offload. So inhale, breathe in here. And exhale, release into shavasana, final rest. Let the limbs fall down at your sides. Release any tension you may still be carrying with you. Relax the forehead, relax your jaw, relax the neck, relax your chest, your ribs, your belly, the glutes, your feet. And I'll let you know when it's time to come up and out of the practice. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you need. And I promise next week I'll carve out a little bit extra time here, because 30 minutes absolutely flies by. But to respect the time that we set for this class, begin to invite some movement back into your body. It may be movement of your fingertips, bouncing of your shoulders. Maybe you expand and scrunch the face. Bring the arms above you like you would, stretching in the morning. Bring your knees in towards your chest and choose if you'd like to roll over onto the left or the right. The right tends to be associated with more activity, and it is early in the morning, so this may be a good time to roll towards the right. Maybe you have like an essay to write, you're ready to be reflective, roll towards the left. And finding the bicep like a pillow, resting your head there. Generating that gratitude, just like we did at the beginning of class, for carving out this time, for having this time to start your morning in this way, and honoring the lineage of this practice going back to India and its roots in a long line of teachers, and also the wisdom texts like the Bhagavad Gita and the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and also honoring the land that you occupy. I occupy here the unceded ancestral lands of the Coast Salish, Duwamish people, honoring the traditions that they brought with them through time and the people that keep those alive today. And gently beginning to press yourself up to a seat, and we'll meet with hands at heart center in this gesture, which represents non-dualism, the Anjali Mudra, if it feels authentic to you. Feeling the coming together of these oppositional forces where they meet at the heart, and the depth that may reside in that space in between where the hands meet. And bringing hands from heart center to third eye, and bowing forward to seal in your practice, honoring the whole self, the full gamut of your experience, both the luminous and the dark qualities, peace and thank you. Cool. Thank you for being here.